Yo, what's good, guys? Bro, it's been a minute, guys. Bro, it has been a minute, bro. Hopefully, you guys enjoy your long weekend, man. We have not been on for like the last 4 days. You guys know I don't trade on Friday, and obviously, yesterday the markets were closed, but we're finally back. All right, guys. So yeah, hopefully, you guys are having an amazing day. Hopefully, you guys rested mentally. And yeah, let's get this started. All right. Now we have a pretty interesting market open today, mainly because I'm sure you guys saw what happened over the weekend. But I'll make a game plan and see how we can go from there. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the markets are low-key dumping right now. Right. So yeah, let's see what we can work with here. Let me just quickly prepare everything. I mean, we still have some time to really give the market some time to wake up. Um, so yeah. Let me just see what I can do here. One sec. Let me just get everything set up here. And all that good stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having an amazing day, an amazing morning, and all that good stuff. And yeah, all right. Now I'm seeing a lot of you guys in the chat are saying that you see the PA is pretty lively, right? To be honest, yeah. I mean, to be honest, to be fair, bro, we just came from a holiday, so price should be picking up a little bit more, at least for the open today. But yeah, I'm seeing some of you guys are saying that Alpha Trader is down, so hopefully it comes back up for you guys. But for me, I'm not having any issues with Apex nor Tradeovate. So if you guys are using Tradeovate or whatever, it should be working. Should be. Keyword should be. All right. But yeah. Let me see here. Let me just get this ready here. One sec, guys. There you go. And then for my people over here on YouTube, I should be live already, right? Oh yeah, no, starting in 7 seconds. Okay, let me just put this out, guys. Literally as I'm preparing for the stream, guys, we are dumping. So I'm gonna give you guys the game plan for the charts in just 1 second. Let me just get everything here just all set up and ready. Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 second. YouTube, what's good, guys? What's going on? Here, let me put out that I'm live on YouTube real quick. Whenever it shows that I'm live on YouTube. Any sec now. There you go. Okay. Okay, so let me just copy the link real quick. There we go. And then while the market creates a setup and gets everything, we'll just go from there. All right. But yeah. Like, you're getting pinged in RP server. For what? Oh. Okay, so I can't even put out that I'm live just yet because it sent a notification at 9:33. So at 9:43, I gotta put out that I'm live on his. Okay, so I just put this here. Okay, I'll probably forget, but it's whatever. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys are doing good, man. Okay, now let's talk more about the game plan. Now that I'm pretty much prepared for this morning, and I put out that I'm live and all that good stuff. All right, guys. Wait 1 second. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. Okay. Anyways, so here, let me just. I'll actually open the stream here on my other computer so I can read the chat. There you go. Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys on YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so coming into market open today, guys. Honestly, we are in a very, very interesting spot, in my opinion. I actually really like this area. For the most part, the reason why I like this area so much is mainly because of the lack of levels of liquidity. Now, that might sound like something bad, but we're not really lacking levels of liquidity. We just don't have too many to focus on, which actually makes trading so much cleaner. Not easier, but cleaner, right? And the reason I say this is because we don't have to be worrying about 20 levels getting taken out all at once to know what the bias is, right? For those that don't know, over the weekend, Trump pretty much ended up saying some stuff with the whole Iran agreement, which caused the markets to pump, then dump, then pump, then dump, and then obviously now we're pumping back above all-time highs. All right, so obviously we're in a new range in which obviously we have never traded before because we have never been this high up, which gives us new levels of liquidities, new biases, new setups, new everything. All right, so the main thing I want to see today is, if you guys didn't read my announcements from yesterday, which I pretty much put out the whole game plan. The game plan that I wanted to do today, guys, was trade into or trade off of 29,995. I personally love this level of liquidity. It is insanely strong. First of all, it is not only a London high, all right, but it is an all-time high level. Not only that, but it is like a freaking quadruple top, if that's even what you want to call it. As you guys can see here, we rejected off 29,995 not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5 times, not but 6 times, guys. We have rejected this level so many times that I lose count like midway. You know what I mean? Which obviously, for those that know or maybe don't know about my strategy, the more rejections or the more bounces a level has, the stronger that level is. The bigger the magnet is going to be for that level, right? So this level here, although we are pretty bearish right now, we're dumping. If some way, somehow we turn bullish today, best believe that the market wants this 995 level. All right, guys, it wants it. Why? Because there are so many orders sitting at this high here. In fact, there are probably the most orders ever at this high compared to any other level of liquidity. Yes, we have other levels of liquidities here that we can be using, but they're not as strong or of high interest as like this one, right? So we want to see this one get taken out, right? And if anything, we can even trade into it and then trade off of it shortly after. That's how confident I am, and that's how much I really like this level. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we're gonna be doing here. All right, guys. But coming into market open, honestly, we haven't really taken out any level of liquidity. So I mean, there's not much to really work with just yet. We do have a fair value gap on the 5-minute time frame, but there's not much I can do off this because coming into the opening what's it called, into the opening market, we don't have a bias. I mean, yes, we almost took out 818, which is gonna be the 730. This should be the 730. Oh, this is gonna be the London. Yeah, okay. So the London low. My bad, guys. I got a little bit confused there. Or not the London low. Just is the London? No, it's not. The London is down here at 744. So this is just an internal, but it is actually a very strong internal low that we could use as a bias. But for now, I mean, I don't really want to work with anything off this 5-minute gap. Yes, it looks amazing and I would love to, but unfortunately, I just don't know what I would trade off of this gap. I don't know if it's a rejection, an inverse, a reversal, a continuation model to lower. I don't know. I wouldn't know until we get an actual respected reaction off of any nearby drawn liquidity, which in this case would be at 29,818, right? So we're going to have to wait a little bit. Now, obviously, if we inverse this and go back up to the upside, it's totally fine, because then we would just approach the next level of liquidity, which would be at the high of day, which will just give us the bias that we want, right? Although we wouldn't be able to enter down here, you know, we still get a bias. And then if we find another setup, we can just take it now with, you know, a lot more peace, you know, peace of mind. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, what's up, Shady Trades? What's up, YouTube guys? Hopefully you guys are doing good, man. But yeah. But in the meantime, I am kind of really liking this volume. It doesn't look all that crazy. It looks pretty manageable, at least for now. I mean, we're still in the first 10 minutes of market open, or well, now 11. But hopefully the volume doesn't get too slow today, because obviously we want to get some nice trades to start off the week, right? Obviously, yesterday we couldn't trade because the markets were closed, right? So we already are off to like a pretty short week already. You know what I mean? So hopefully today we do end up getting a trade, but we're not going to be rushing it. We're only going to be trading what the market tells us. Right now, obviously, we are inversing this fair value gap, but remember, guys, we do not have a bias just yet, so we're not going to be forcing anything out. All right, guys. But if we do want to trade back into high of day, that's totally fine. There are some levels of liquidities up here, which is mainly just at 935. So if we take this out and we create a 5-minute gap here, we could probably just use it as another setup. You know what I mean? Just because we're not using this one doesn't mean that the day's over. You know what I mean? So for now, I'm going to delete this one, since it's obviously we're not going to use it anymore. It doesn't really serve too much of a purpose to us. And in the meantime, let me actually mark out my ES levels just so we know, maybe if we get an SMT, we know what to use. And oh my goodness, bro, my ES chart looks so messy. Let me just quickly delete all this. But like I said, guys, hopefully you guys had an amazing long weekend, man. I know I did. But yeah, guys, so far we are low-key pumping up pretty nice here. So if anything, we could probably just use a 5-minute setup off the pump here. So we're not really, you know, we're not looking too bad just yet. But yeah, let me see what I can do here. One sec, guys. One sec. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, we have a kind of like a double bottom. Well, to be fair, ES did take out that low, so ES is pretty bullish compared to NQ. Although NQ is obviously just pumping right now, but okay. So there's not much to really mark out up here. So I'll just mark out this low here, since we did gap up shortly after. I'll mark out this low as well. Maybe even this one right here. It is a pretty nice wick over here. And then for the most part, I mean, that's kind of all I need. I'm sure we're not gonna dump all the way down in one day. You know what I mean? So we'll be good there. And then in terms of some highs here, oh yeah, we can mark out this one on the 30-minute and also the 15-minute. Pretty nice rejection point up here. Market sold off. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, we should be good off that. Okay. And on the 5-minute, ES is low-key really, really bullish here. You guys wouldn't want to take ES, right? Definitely not, right? Yeah, no. Let's no, maybe not. I'm not really too used to trading yes. But it's okay because NQ took out the high anyways. So yeah. Someone said yeah, it's good, you know. I mean, it could be better. But the reason I'm saying, you know, we could trade ES, but I'm not going to, is because obviously I don't trade ES, but it does have a really, really good potential setup. To be fair, NQ is leading more to the upside. As you guys see, NQ took out the high of day while ES has not. So obviously NQ does seem to want a little bit higher, possibly into this like quadruple top up here. But for now, I mean, we took out the high of day and it looks like we're getting kind of an instant rejection here. So if anything, we can start turning our buys semi-bearish, not all the way, but you know what I mean, if we get a rejection, we could definitely be bearish. The thing is can we even hold a 5-minute gap here? I mean, we're still creating it. We still have 40 seconds left, and we also have to wait for another 5-minute candle to close that gap to then get a trade off of it if, you know, the bias remains bullish or bearish, which obviously is going to be one of the two, right? But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have to put out that I'm live right now. I mean, I'm kind of behind schedule. One sec, guys. Premium here. I'll just put this out for now and just resend it after, if anything. There we go. But yeah, so far we are low-key pumping still. So okay, so we close a 5-minute candle. So what we could do here is mark out the gap like this. Obviously, it's not going to be a for sure gap because this candle has to close. But for the most part, we are looking pretty good for now, at least. I mean, I don't want to jinx anything. Oh no, wait, it's not. Oh what? It's fire. Anyways, okay. So so yeah, right now, oh, I gotta get water, guys. But right now, like I said, we are holding above 935, and from the looks of it, we're probably gonna take our all-time highs very, very soon. I would love to trade into it, but fortunately, I do need a retracement somewhere. Like I said, I didn't want to take the inverse down here because, you know, we didn't have a DOL sweep. I kind of wish we could have taken it out, you know, a little bit, you know, sooner, but it's okay. You know what I mean? We're for sure gonna take all-time highs, but there's no way we don't take all-time highs. You crazy? But yeah, and by the way, for my people on YouTube, welcome guys. I know there's a lot of new people tuning in. If you guys are coming from RP server, but yeah, welcome guys, welcome. But yeah, for now we're just waiting on a setup here. We're about to take out the next new high up here at 977. Although I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not really loving 977. If we're gonna take out 977, we might as well just take out the 30,000, or if you want to be more exact, 995. But I mean, we're gonna take it out. There's no way we don't. I mean, okay, yeah, we just took out 997. There it is. Now, if anything, I mean, if we're up here, if we're gonna sweep, you might as well take out 995 and just go back down after. I feel like that will make for a way better setup. But I mean, the more we go up here, the trickier it's gonna get. Mainly because, working with an inverse, there's no way I'm gonna wait for a 100-point dump for an entry. I'm not waiting for that, bro. I'm gonna have to find a riskier entry. And then what I mean by riskier entry, just enter maybe off an inverse or something. It would have to be off an inverse because obviously there's no fair value gap here that we can reject off of. But we reject off the inverse and maybe just trade into another inverse and just anticipate that we inverse that one as well. The 1 minute, yeah, we're probably gonna have to work off the 1 minute today. I mean, I don't even think the 1 minute has good candles. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So yeah, we're probably gonna have to stick to the 5 minute. I mean, the time frame doesn't really matter. It's just this big gap is gonna get in the way because right now we low-key pumped up pretty hard. So if the market dumps down, here's what happens. We need to wait for a 100-point dump to get an entry. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I want to wait for that. I mean, we can, but price doesn't look all that crazy today to really dump 100 points in a blink of an eye. It could, but I would, you know, I would kind of want to enter a lot sooner. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess we'll focus on that last. I mean, we need to take out 995 pretty soon. So yeah. The thing is, how can I trade off that? Because the thing is, my entry's down here, and my level's up here, and I don't want to wait for us to take this out to then get the whole move down. Then we enter, and the whole move is done. You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna have to find a risky entry somewhere. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of considered ES longs, but like I said, I don't really trade ES, so I'm not really too in love with this. But to be honest, it doesn't look bad at all. I mean, you could probably trade this into some highs or whatever, but I'll probably just skip out on this and just wait for NQ to do something. Plus, we're about to take out the all-time highs. So yeah, we're like 10 points away. So we might as well just take that out and then we work off something from there. But from the looks of it, guys, today the entry might be a little bit risky. Not the market, but the entry. Just mainly because obviously, you know what I mean? Like, if we take our all-time highs and we get a rejection, I'm gonna want to trade that rejection. I don't want to wait for a whole, like dump down 130 points for one entry. So then have like a 40-point price target. You know what I mean? That's just not good to me. It is, the risk reward will be there, but I'm not trying to wait for a whole dump there for nothing. So yeah, if anything, we can work off this 5 minute and just anticipate that we inverse this as well. If the selling pressure looks good, if not, then we're gonna have to be very patient today. I should have taken longs at 890. Well, we all should have. You know what I mean? It's obviously hindsight. You know what I mean? If the trade didn't work, you would have been like, oh, thank God I didn't take longs off 890. You know what I mean? Don't be a hindsight trader. It's not a very good habit. But yeah, what is this pump? Dude, I told you guys, dude, this 995 level is going to act like one of the biggest magnets known to the markets. You know what I mean? It's dude, look at this. Look how many rejections we have off this level. Look, we have 1, and then obviously you want to count this 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, and this all happened overnight, bro. So yeah, it's a very strong level of liquidity. The market is gonna take it out. I would be surprised if we don't take it out. You know what I mean? But yeah. Now, one thing I will tell you guys, now that I have most of you guys in here, is remember, guys, today's the last day for the Apex 90% off discount. They're turning it off again. So if you guys do want to get some accounts, the code is on the screen, code Blastoise. If you guys do want to stack up on some funded accounts, the 90% off discount is ending tonight. All right, guys. I'm sure they'll extend it sometime soon, but you know what I mean? For now, if you guys want to get some accounts, feel free to. All right, guys. The code is on the screen. It's called Blastoise. All right, guys. While we wait here for a setup. Now, we are getting a little bit of a nice deal or sweep here off 977, which could play into this inverse, although we still need to wait a very long time. Or not a very long time, but we do need to wait for a big dump here. But we are getting a pretty bearish bias, to be honest. So hold below this DOL equals bearish bias. All right, guys. So yeah, we can look for something like this into a more bearish bias here. I'm not gonna answer you guys. I did not expect such a big dump like this. Hopefully, we hold it down. If we can definitely get ourselves some shorts. I wouldn't want to look into longs because the thing is, if we bounce off this Ferrari gap, in order for us to be back to bullish, we need to bounce over 80 points. So yeah. All right. Now let me see here. There you go. There you go. But yeah, guys, hopefully we hold this selling down. Someone said here, Loki want to trade ES shorts. How's it moving? Okay, well, that fair value got faked out. That's not a really good sign. If anyone took long well, obviously NQ is the one leading, so you should be going based off NQ. All that good stuff. So yeah. Here, guys. In the meantime, please don't tell me we're gonna wake back up. There's no way we dump 80 points and then go back up like nothing happened, bro. Come on now. But guys, what I was gonna say was, give me 1 sec. I'm going to drink some water real quick. I'll be back, guys. 1 sec. Or get some water. 1 sec. All right, guys, I'm back. Thankfully, it doesn't look like we wicked, which is a good sign. Right now, before I left, I saw someone in the chat ask, how do you know who's leading? Well, it's not a who, it's a thing. You know what I mean? It's NQ. NQ is not a person. But the way you know if something is leading or not is by looking at which one is taking up the highs first. You know what I mean? Which one is taking out the levels of liquidities first? You know, so I'll show you an example in just a second. Let me just type up this alert. So if we do dump, which we kind of are, you know, I don't want to be delayed just because I was answering a question. So give me 1 second, bro. You know, 1 sec. All right, 18. Then we got 29,744. If we do take shorts, of course. And then we got the Asia low at 29,676.25. So both are zeros. Okay, bet. Anyways, okay. So like I said, someone asked me, how do you know what is leading in the market? And it's honestly a pretty simple thing. Just look at, okay, which one is higher up or lower down, right? Okay, let's look at NQ on the 5-minute time frame, right? NQ took out the high of day and took out level of liquidity, right? It's a pretty big difference here. If you look at ES on the other hand, it didn't really take out the high of day. Well, it kind of did, but not all that crazy, right? So we know that, and by the way, NQ is also taking out the levels of liquidity, which was this one up here. As you guys can see, NQ took out this high up here, while ES never took out that high up there, right? So obviously, NQ is a little bit more bullish, right? NQ is a little bit stronger. It's a little bit more leading, right? So that's pretty much how you find out what's leading and what's not leading. So yeah. Someone said here in my YouTube chat, so no RP stream. Well, to be honest, I don't really know RP schedule, and I'm not RP, so I'm not really someone to really ask. I think they did mention in the chat that they're trying to get prepared or something, that he'll go live later, but I don't know. I'm not RP, guys. I'm David. You guys are tuning into the David stream. All right. So yeah. But yeah, I hope he goes live soon. I mean, that'll be pretty exciting. I'll tune in, to be honest. I've always wanted to see RP trade live. But yeah. Let me see. So ideally, we trade what's stronger. Well, for the most part, yes, you would want to trade what's stronger because, let me tell you something, guys. Okay, look. So when you guys are trading the not so leading symbol, what tends to happen is, if, let's say, for example, right, ES is leading, right, and ES is taking out all the levels of liquidity to the upside, and it's giving the market all the strength to go up. And then Q, on the other hand, it's struggling to go up. It's not taking out any levels of liquidity. Here's what happens. If you take longs on NQ while ES is taking out all the levels of liquidity, and if ES is leading, what could go wrong is once ES is done going up and it wants to start going down off a DOL sweep from a level of liquidity taken out, although NQ never took out any level of liquidity, NQ will dump down like crazy because ES is leading it lower. All right. So you always need to make sure that you know what is leading, and if you're taking the one that's leading. If you're not, it's not a big deal, but you are playing with a big risk of the market randomly reversing if you're only looking at the NQ chart and obviously messing you up. All right. So yeah. So someone say here, how many points you usually risk on MNQ? Since I want to know how many contracts I should use. On average, I risk like, I don't know, maybe like 45 points, around there. 45 points, 50 points, depending on the markets, whatever. But lately, I've been using more of a structured stop loss, so that number could increase or it could stay the same, right? But don't worry, anytime that I trade, I will always let you guys know my stop loss way before I enter, so you guys can obviously do your own math. I do my own math to know what I want to risk and all that good stuff. All right, so you guys know what we do. All right, but in the meantime, guys, we're back into. For some reason, we got a huge dump and then we recovered it back in one candle, which is very surprising, to be honest. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering, okay, well, David, right now we're sitting bullish. We're back above 977. We got a 5-minute fair value gap bounce. Why are you not looking for longs? Well, guys, the thing is, in this case, in order for us to actually enter the longs, we will need a break and hold above 977. Why can't we enter before? Because before we will be holding below this level, which means that we will be bearish. We don't want to be entering longs with a bearish bias. That's kind of, you're contradicting yourself, right? Now, although you might be wondering, okay, well, now we're above 977 with a very nice bounce. Why not take longs here? Well, guys, your price target would simply just be like 5 points. So, yeah, I'm not taking longs here. It just doesn't make sense. Yes, all-time high is there, and I'm sure we see it. I mean, we're going to see it in like 3, 2, 1. There it is, right? But it's not a good price target. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take longs for 5-point price targets and just take profits. I mean, I'm not going to do that, right? I would have loved to, but, if only the price targets were a little bit further away from each other, right? But yeah. Damn, we're going to see 30K. Dude, we're making history right now. I mean, shit. But on the bad side, to be honest with you guys, we're going to have to wait a little bit of a long time today to get a setup. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe. Do we have anything on the off the 1 minute? I don't think we do. Yeah, no, we don't. Damn. Yeah. Because the thing is, I mean, if we take out all-time highs, we can trade something, but if we want to get shorts, I do not want to wait for a 130 point dump. Someone said this is so exciting. I think I might cry. Okay, bro, come on up. Dude, it is not that deep, bro. Bro. But yeah, I mean, hey guys, we're making history. We're about to take out 30,000. We've never been up here until today. Well, if we even take it out, I mean, who knows? But on the bright side, we did take out all-time highs, guys. So if we do want to dump down, shit, we have all the reason in the world to dump down. And I would literally full pour shorts. Now, on the bright side, I mean, if anything, this guy has 45 seconds left. If we pump a little bit higher up, we can create another gap up here and maybe just trade it down into the other gap. But if we don't, then we might be a little bit screwed here. Yeah, I don't think we create this gap. We could, but it's going to be too tiny. And we're probably going to fill it in the next candle. Damn, bro, I got a lot of viewers today on YouTube. YouTube guys, welcome. Oh my goodness. Welcome everyone new. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Unfortunately, we haven't caught a trade yet, but hopefully soon. So you guys can watch this trade. But yeah, for now we're just waiting. And by the way, guys, like I said, remember, guys, today is the last day to take advantage of the 90% off Apex discount. Oh my goodness, look at that pump. What the heck? We don't have any news today, right? That was a 10 a.m. pump. Did we have any news today? I think we did. Let me see. Forex Factory. Well, we have consumer confidence. I mean, whatever that means. I don't really think it moves the markets that much. I mean, isn't, you know what I mean? Yeah, consumer confidence. I mean, it's an orange folder. I mean, Hey, at least we took out 30,000, guys. We technically hit it. You know what I mean? Look at that. Wow. Guys, so crazy. Okay. Anyways, so we pumped up, but unfortunately, we are not holding this fair value gap up. So maybe on the 1 minute? Nah, nothing on the 1 minute. Yeah, no, guys, we're gonna have to be a little bit extra patient today. I mean, hopefully we hold somewhat of the gap. This could work. Maybe. I mean, we're gonna only hope and pray. You know what I mean? We still have the gap. But yes. Okay. So someone here said, all right. So let's say usually 50 point risk for $300 would be 3 contract. Let me check for you actually. So let me see. So futures. Okay. So you're saying, okay. So let me see. So you do M and Q, you do, let's say long, whatever, 50 point stop. And then you're saying 3 micros, right? To risk $300. Yeah, literally 300. Yeah. So yeah, you will do 3 micros if you want to risk 300. Yep, you're completely correct. Yep. You're completely correct. Yeah, guys, we took out 30,000, bro. Wow. That's very, very nice. And JPQ is literally pumping. I love this, bro. I love this. For those that don't know, this is one of my main holds for my long-term investment. And it pretty much hit all-time high. For those that don't know, we entered down here at the 40s. And we're currently sitting at the 60s. So, oof. Very, very nice. I like this. Puts a big smile on my face. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, guys, we still have somewhat of this gap left. I mean, we could use it. I mean, if it holds, we have a pretty nice imbalance there. No trades yet. Nothing yet, man. Nothing yet. We're still waiting for a nice reaction. But nothing yet. Generational wealth being made. Hey, if you guys listen, you guys are getting paid. Now, for those wondering, lately I've been getting some people asking me about my long-term investments and when I'll add something, in the future. Guys, I'm not giving you guys long-term investments at all-time highs. That is beyond stupid. You guys are gonna have to wait for some, another once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where the market crashes, in order for me to add into my long-term. But for now, I'm not touching it. I don't add at all-time highs. I don't like it. I mean, obviously, it's if the market dumps, you're gonna be red for like 5 years before it goes back up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Don't dump, please. We need this gap. Yeah, man. We don't have enough volume to be creating 40-point counts on the 1 minute. Wow, that is very unfortunate, guys. It is very, very unfortunate. Dude, guys, I am looking at RP's chat, bro, and everyone is fiending for this guy. Oh my goodness, dude. Dude, everyone is fiending for RP, bro. Jeez, dude. Dude's fan base is crazy, bro. Yield max ETFs are down as fuck. No, they're not. The only yield max I gave you guys was MSTY, right? I think so. And dude, MSCY is it actually went down a little bit. But dude, MSCY at some point went back all the way back up into the 27s. Yeah, this at one point I think when I added, I think I was like at 20. I'm not really in this one anymore. I did tell you guys I did sell this one, but yeah, no, it's actually holding pretty well for a yield max, to be honest. Not too bad. My goodness, dude, look at my ES chart, dude. This thing's a mess. But yeah, guys, unfortunately, we do not have a fair value gap up here anymore. Wow, bro. Let me see. Someone here said, is the stream delayed by 2 minutes? Yes, it is. So in the meantime, if you guys, I mean, for my people here on YouTube, if you guys want to join the premium, I still have my 80% offer going on. I was going to turn it off over the weekend, but I did fly out to Atlanta. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was not on my computer. So if you guys, I still have it up. If you guys do want to use it even on Discord, the current offer that I have is 80% off the premium, which is only $10. And it comes with a free month of premium included. So if you guys do want to join, guys, it's with this link right over here. If you want to join, it'll give you access to the live trading streams with no delay, and all that good stuff. So yeah. And here I'll post it here on Discord if you guys want it. You know what I mean? If you guys want to re-up on the premium or whatever, it will come with a free month and also 80% off. You know what I mean? But yeah, so let me catch you with the chat. Someone else said here, what are you looking for? Right now, I personally want to see a drawn liquidity sweep off all-time highs. I personally do not like longing all-time highs. I probably won't do that today if we keep pumping up. I'll probably just stay cash if we do that. I'm really hoping we dump down so I can get you guys some shorts. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm looking for. A sweep off 995, rejection back down and inverse, and then we take shorts. Are you looking for NQ here on short? Are you looking for shorts here on NQ? Well, not yet. I want to see it, but not yet. What other platform do you stream on? I stream on my Discord, which we're live on right now, as you guys see right over here. And then obviously everyone's glazing RP, but yeah, we are live on Discord right now as well. All right. So yeah, let me see. How do you get a free month? If it costs me, here, just click on this link and it should fix it for you. Right here, it should apply the free month and the discount as well. Here you go. So yeah, if you guys do want to join the premium, guys, for 80% off, with the free month included, guys, just click on this link and it will give you access to it. All right, guys. You don't have to type any code because I already automatically put it with that link. All right. So if you guys do want to join, guys, the link is right there. Off with premium included. There you go. If you guys want it. All right, guys. Let me see. I'm telling you, David, I need 800 points for this trade. No, bro, come on, bro. I'm trying here, bro. I'm trying. And it just adds to the remaining. Yeah. I manually add it. Every time someone joins, I always check and I just add the days manually and I just merge them together. So yeah, it will be added. Yes. David, 15-minute fair value gap potentially. Dude, if anything, it'll probably just be the same gap as this one, right? I would assume so. I mean, we could take this 15-minute, but it will be very risky because you're gonna be entering right at the entry of the 5-minute. So I mean, if we're really that desperate, sure, you know what I mean. But either way, we're gonna have one of our price targets down here at 914, which is only going to be like not a good price target. So yeah, maybe not the 15-minute gap in my opinion. Yeah, let's not use the 15-minute. The price target will be horrible. Because remember, we're going to be using the 5-minute price target at 914. I mean, as you guys saw, we pumped up, dumped down, found this level, pumped up again. Right? So you don't want to be entering shorts off the 15-minute and then targeting this low down here for 20 points. It just doesn't make sense. Unless you have a 20-point stop loss, then yeah, it would make sense. You know what I mean? But we're not going to be doing that. You know, we're going higher. I mean, maybe, but I wouldn't want to trade into higher, to be honest with you, bro. I don't like trading all-time highs, or I don't like trading longs off all-time highs. So I'm really, really hoping that we can get some sort of a rejection here soon so we can work with that. All right, guys. But for now, I mean, to be honest, the market volume isn't all that crazy. I kind of expected the market volume to be a little bit more crazier today with the whole Trump thing going on over the weekend. But to be honest, that's kind of already priced in. So, you know. Let me see. Do you use the same contract size? I'm having trouble stacking green days, especially after having a loss since the stop loss is so big. It usually takes a couple losses. Let me see. It usually takes a couple green days to make up a loss. Any advice? Well, in this case, you're trading a pretty bad risk reward. And it also sounds like you're kind of using the same size no matter what risk you're using. Don't do that. All right. For me, here, I'll even link you the website. Here, one sec. So futures here. So use this website here, right? Right over here, and have a number of risk in mind every day. So for me, I like to have a max risk of about $700 per trade. Yes, sometimes I might go over that number, but it varies. You know what I mean? But for me, I typically like to risk about $700 per trade. So what I do is, depending on your stop loss, right, whether it's 40, 30, 50, 100 points or whatever, you try to find how many contracts you need to have the same risk with a big stop loss, right? So yeah, for example, a lot of you guys always freak out when I say, okay, guys, today I'm going to be using a 70-point stop loss. Yes, that sounds like a big number, but it's really not. Just lower your sizing. You can risk the same amount that you usually risk on the normal sizing with less sizing with just a bigger stop loss. You know what I mean? It's common sense, right? Because I'll tell people, oh, hey, do 70 contracts. I mean, not 70 contracts. A 70-point stop loss, and everyone's like, okay, well, I'm gonna full port and do 10 minis. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're gonna get stopped out before the trade even barely breathes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's common sense. You know? So yeah, the main part you need to do is fix that risk reward. You know, I usually do 3 micros. Well, yeah, you can vary it. You know what I mean? If you're using a pretty tight stop loss, you can even do 6 micros. You know what I mean? Same risk, small stop loss. You know, David, you were an MSTY when it was still doing monthly dividends, way above $60. I never entered MSTY at $60. I entered at like $20. Yeah, when I entered MSTY, bro, that was a really long time ago, but it was never at $60. Dude, if I entered MSTY at $60 and went all the way down to $20, dude, I would have probably like freaking quit trading, bro. Yeah, no, MSTY, let me try to find it. MSTY. When did I add it into MSTY? I added it into MSTY like a long time ago. But it was like at $20. Let's see, AIPI. Yeah, I did say here that I did sell, but when did I sell it? Hold on, I'm trying to find it for you. It's BTCI. Dude, where is MSTY, bro? I know I was in it here. Okay, it should be right here. No, I sold it already. Okay, look, wait, no. Wait, it should be right here. One sec. Okay, look, I did. Bro, am I tripping? Where's it at? Dude, I do not remember posting so much in the channel. Okay, look, I added into MSTY at $22. So if you're still holding, I mean, which I don't really think anyone is, to be honest, but if you are, I mean, you should be in profit if anything. So yeah, I added into it at $22, but I never really added too much into it. I only put 10K into it. I personally didn't like it at the time. It was a very, very risky stock or ETF, if you want to call it that. So yeah, but I sold it. I personally sold it. I'm not gonna get back into that one. It's amazing. It's an amazing one, and now it finally found its consistency, so it doesn't go down to 0 with the erosion. But in my opinion, it's pretty good now. But I'm not gonna add into it, bro. Especially not right now. I'm not really too interested. They split. That's why. RP just mentioned you for real. Yo, RP the GOAT, bro. But yeah, they split. That's why. But what did they split? And obviously, guys, huge shout out to RP as well, man. But yeah, what do you mean that they split? Split what? Am I still holding? Yeah, I'm holding everything except for MSTY. Like I said, guys, I don't really plan on selling anything. I get paid monthly from it. You know what I mean? So I'm not, even if it's down or up, I'm not selling it for X amount of years. You know what I mean? It pays me monthly. That's something I just used to enjoy my, symmetrical income. That's what pretty much our dividend stocks are made for. Okay, someone said here, I just bought the premium. First of all, welcome. And someone said here, where's the live so it's not delayed? On the Discord. Under the live channel. But yeah, man. Huge shout out to RP, man. Thank you for shouting me out. You know what I mean? Thank you. How do I even say URP? Thanks for the what? Thanks for the. What do I even say there? Thanks for a shout. Nah, bro, that sounds too fanboy, bro. Thanks for the hype. Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, nah. Reckon it. Nah, bro. I'm not even gonna say anything, bro. That just sounds cringe as hell, bro. Anyways, guys, we're still sitting all-time highs here, dude. The market is not doing much. Hopefully, we don't start chopping up here, guys. Because, like I said, I do want to give you guys a trade, but there's not much I can really cook up here, man. Ugh. Thanks for your love. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you, bro. Yeah, thanks for your love, RP. Yes, sir. Sweet. All right. Anyways. Yeah, guys, bro, I'm not. Hopefully, we don't get too much of a chop today, guys, man. I really want to give you guys a trade today, man. But like I said, if we don't, we're not gonna force anything out. Some days, cash days are better than red days in every scenario. So, yeah, so far not much going on yet. The market is not really moving too much either. So, hopefully, we get a setup soon. But yeah. A lot of immature people. Bro, we're just having fun, bro. I mean, it's Discord, man. You know what I mean? It's not like a professional trading freaking bank or whatever, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah. If there's no setup, will you be live for the PM? Well, if there's a setup for the PM session, yeah, I'll be live. Or I'll alert it. It depends on the volume, of course. But for now, please don't let it be one of those things where we're just pumping to nothing, bro. Please. I'm really hoping. Yeah, like I said, guys, remember, I'm gonna keep mentioning it so you guys remember. Remember, guys, today is last day for the Apex discount. All right, I know I'm gonna get a little bit annoying with it, but just so you guys know. All right, so if you guys do want to get it, it's called Blastoise. It is ending tonight. I'm sure they'll extend the discount soon, but we don't know. So if you guys want to be safe and get some accounts to trade on, obviously you guys definitely can. And speaking of Apex, a little bit of drama went down over the weekend. With Apex, with the whole live thing going on. I don't know if you guys saw or heard about it. I actually sent you guys a message on it, but thankfully they're actually fixing it, right? So for those that don't know what's going on, is Apex did this whole like live stream where they broke down their whole live program, and absolutely no one liked it. And then they went on Twitter and said, "Hey, it was completely fake. Like we're not doing that. Whoever shared that news was AI." But people are saying, "Hey, no, it wasn't. You said that on stream." Regardless of the fact whether they did or not, I'm sure they're seeing the community feedback, and hopefully they are changing their program to be a lot more consistent and a lot better compared to other firms. Because to be honest, guys, no one wants to go to live on any firm out there. And I wouldn't either. I mean, in my opinion, yes. The thing is with live programs with these prop firms, guys, is they disguise it as a rewarding thing, but it's more limiting than anything out there. You know what I mean? It really limits your trading. You know what I mean? Your account resets. You have a daily loss limit. You can only make a set amount of money and request a set amount of money. You can't copy trade. It's a lot of things, bro. I'd rather just be on sim. You know what I mean? So yeah, when people are getting moved to live, they don't like that. You know what I mean? They no one likes that. So yeah, thankfully, Apex did see the community feedback. I guess they kind of freaked out and said that it was fake. No, I mean, I don't know if it was or not. But I'm sure they saw the feedback and they're changing things up now before they move everyone to live, or everyone that got moved to live or whatever. So yeah, I mean, hopefully they fix that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with Jordan. I definitely do hope that it's way better than other firms out there. Apex was one of the top firms. I will be honest. There's a lot more new firms out there that have kind of blown up. But Apex can definitely take their spot back if they at least do a pretty high quality live program. You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, that's the thing I don't like about some, like most, if not all firms out there. They disguise live programs as like a big flex and a big accomplishment, which it is. You know what I mean? You just got noticed by the firm. They moved you to live. It's a big deal. But if you really look back at it, it's kind of limiting. You know what I mean? Everyone would much rather be on a sim funded account rather than a live account. So yeah. Need a direct to funded, dude. Yes, if Apex does a straight to funded account, bro, oh my goodness, they will make so much money, bro. Bro, David, when are you opening a prop firm so you can take my cash? Dude. Bro, at that point, bro, just sell me the money, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, bro, I wouldn't do a prop firm, bro. I don't got the money for that shit, bro. I don't have the money nor the patience for it, bro. One little thing goes wrong, bro, and you have the whole community attacking you. Ugh, nah, I'm good off that, bro. Yeah, guys. So far, not much going on yet, man. I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long, but dude, this market is pretty boring, bro. I DM'd you about the car back. Dude, I haven't even got my car back, bro. I haven't responded because I don't have my car, bro. Dude, I don't know how long it takes for this freaking dealership to fix some screen, bro. I'm here until we take a W, so take your time. No, bro, trust me, I'm taking my time, bro. I am not rushing a trade for anyone in here, bro. He also lacks the evenness to scam. Dude. Oh, bro, you don't know who I am, bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah. No, I have a car, bro. I'm not gonna buy a charger if I don't even have my car yet. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm trying to defend you. Cooperate, bro. Hey, bless my WAP. Let me do it for you right now. Now that the markets aren't really doing anything. Let me do it on my phone real quick. It's Deep Park, right? Yeah, let me do it right here. You live it. How have you not been moved to live? Dude, I honestly do not know myself. Like I said, guys, a few months back, I even showed you guys a screenshot. I got the email saying, hey, you know, we're watching your trading or whatever, and we're considering to move you to live, and I never heard ever since. Maybe it's because I'm on a legacy account. Does anyone in here with a legacy account, have you guys been moved to live yet? Because I'm pretty sure that they're just moving the new accounts. I'm seeing some people are getting like 1 or 2 or 3 payouts and getting moved to live, but I haven't heard anything. And hopefully I don't. You know what I mean? Because I am not trying to have that shit, you know. Watch, bro. One more slight pump until ES hits 57 and then the dump starts. 57? What do you have for 57? I have 51. I don't have anything at 57, though. Upper band? Oh. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm not taking longs until we dump down, bro. If we don't dump down today, then oh well, bro. We're staying cash. You know what I mean? I'm not rushing anything. You know what I mean? I'd rather be safe than sorry. But I'm sure we get something today. I mean, the volume looks pretty decent. I just need more selling action here. I don't want to take longs above all-time highs because what am I going to target? You know what I mean? I don't have any price targets up here. We're above everything. We're above the VWAP. We're above the all-time high. You know, I mean, you could use fib, but I don't use that, so I really wouldn't know how to trade it. Bro. But yeah. Is a 10 a.m. 15-minute candle valid to take an inverse from? Yes, but I wouldn't. Here's why. The 15-minute time frame does have a very, very nice wait, 10 you said wait, what? 10 a.m.? No, this is not a gap, bro. I thought you were talking about 9:45. Maybe you are talking about 9:45. This is the only gap here on the 15-minute. If you are talking about this one, I would take it, but you have 2 very, very, very big red flags. Red flag number 1, if you take this 15-minute inverse, you're gonna be approaching the 5-minute inverse like in like 3 seconds. And red flag number 2, if you take this inverse, your number 1 price target would be the 5-minute low here at 9:14, which would be like 20 points. So yeah, I would not take that. I would just avoid. I mean, you could if you don't really care about the risk, but I mean, dude, I would rather be a lot more safe. You know, just wait for the 5 minutes to get inverse down here. Now, we don't have on the bright side, we don't need to wait for a dump into this inverse here, because since we're so high up, even if the market dumps down like 40, 50 points, you know what I mean, we'll still have a fair value gap here that we can still use in our case. You know what I mean? There's a fair value gap, but it's small on the 50-minute. Nah, bro, do not use this shit. No, bro, no. Plus, bro, most of this candle is a wick. Are you crazy? Hell no. Do not use that, bro. Yeah, do not use that. No. Do not use the 15-minute, bro. Do not use that. It is not a good setup whatsoever. 940 IFG. Hopefully it comes soon. 940. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't use a 15-minute. It's not that good. Why is that fair value gap at 10 a.m. not valid? Well, guys, I mean, I shouldn't even have to explain myself, bro. Dude, this is not a valid fair value gap at all, bro. First of all, it's not even an imbalance because half of this candle is a wick. Look, the wick is 31 points and the body is only 23. Obviously, this makes up for a very little imbalance. And even if it was, dude, you can kind of use like this whatever this it's left of a gap, but this is not a good setup. Do not take this, bro. Hell no. This is not an imbalance, bro. Remember, guys, when you're looking for a fair value gap, you need to make sure you're trading a full size candle. This is a fair value gap. This is not a fair value gap. Even though, yes, it is more than 40 points, it does not mean it's an automatic fair value gap. You don't want to be using that. All right, guys? We want to be using full body candles. All right. This is not a full body candle. This is a full body candle, or not really a full body candle, but most of the body makes up for the candle, right? In this case, if anything, I was gonna say if anything, we can use a 15-minute, but we're still gonna be bullish even off the inverse above 995, so we can't really do that. But the thing is, I'm not gonna take longs up here, bro. I am not that stupid, bro. I do not long all-time highs. I'm not gonna break my rules for that. So I gotta see what I can cook up here, but I'm not really liking it so far. Yeah, David, do I appeal? It's a team that manages that, me and a team. But just I have to do it on my own. Actually, I haven't gotten to that because remember, guys, I got home at 1 in the morning yesterday. And all that good stuff. So wait, hold on, let me actually do this. For those that don't know, I was on a trip over the weekend. So if you guys DM me over the weekend or whatever, and I didn't respond, that's pretty much why. Go to app profile. Here. There you go. Bro, we're just pumping here, guys. Oh my goodness, dude. I know, bro. I know the second that I touch longs, bro. I think it's gonna freaking inverse on me, bro. That person that responds to your message on RP server, yo, that guy's so toxic, bro. Nah, I don't really care, but bro, jeez, dude. If anything, guys, look, okay, let me ask you guys something, and you guys tell me this honestly, all right? Okay, obviously, if NQ is gonna keep pumping up here, and we're not gonna get a deal sweep anytime soon, would you guys want to trade ES? We could trade. Dude, this thing is barely moving though. I mean, would you guys be down to risk it? Just long a pullback? No, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that, bro. You are crazy as hell. I mean, yes or yes, it's the same thing, bro. Dude, it's just ES is not moving, bro. I mean, look, NQ has been ripping past all-time highs, way past all-time highs. Well, ES is kind of just sitting there. I mean, it's not really doing much, bro. So if we take ES, bro, I mean, it's like any little thing will mess up the markets. You know what I mean? Or mess up the trade. But it's the only thing we could take here if we want to get even longs. You know what I mean? So, someone said just take a trade, no stop loss, bro. How come you didn't enter off a 5-minute continuation? I just didn't have enough confirmations for the 5-minute, and the risk reward was horrible on NQ. So the only retracement you could have taken was this one, and it was horrible because we had a price target right here, so we would have we would have had to long like at 970, 977 if I'm not mistaken, and then just to have like a 15-point price target, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? It just wasn't worth it. So you won't log off for retracement? Yeah, but I could, but what am I going to target? You know what I mean? What am I going to target if we take longs here? You know what I mean? I could take longs. Yeah, the market is pumping and that's a trend. But okay, let's say for example, the market wants to reject at 30,100. How am I supposed to know it's going to reject there when I have no levels up here? I mean, that's really the the whole reason why I'm kind of against long and all-time highs. And I've tried long and all-time highs, and it works here and there. But for most of the trade, I feel very stressed and very like worried because once again, I'm kind of running around without a map. You know what I mean? I don't know what the market's gonna do. I don't know if it wants to go higher. I don't know if it wants to dump down. You know what I mean? When I have a level of liquidity, it's my map to the market. It's my guide. It tells me, hey, if we're dumping X amount, we might want to take out this level. Or hey, if we took out this level, we might want to reverse here. You know what I mean? Without that, I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty much gonna be gambling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be gambling longs. So I don't want to be doing that. David, we like gambling though. Well, yeah. I mean, Kind of, yeah. but not in this market, bro. Not in this market. But if anything, I mean, if I see something on ES, I would consider. I mean, okay, let me see how many points you're moving per candle. 5 points only, bro. Yeah, dude. If we get a trade on ES, bro, it'll be so slow, bro. And then I'll probably be risking like 10 points, bro. So, yeah, no. ES is not my thing, bro. Is one con on ES 50 points? What? What do you mean 50 points? $50, you mean? Yeah, if you're doing like one mini, yeah. But if you're doing micros, you know, it's pretty different. And we're not gonna be doing minis. Oh, to be honest, we kind of are. Micron, dude, isn't Micron the tech company? Yeah, MU. Dude, guys, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but dude, or actually no, why am I saying I don't know if you guys remember this, bro? Guys, when I first started trading, like way back in the day, bro, I remember when I even have my levels, guys. I would trade this stock on a pretty like regular occurrence at $70. I completely forgot about it, and I checked back like a few days ago, and it's at 800. Dude, what has happened to this stock? Guys, I used to trade this back in the days when it was at $70. Back in like, yeah, when I used to trade options back in 2022 or 2020, 2021. Bro, what the hell happened? Why is it at $800? Dude, I could have been like a billionaire off this shit, bro. Dude, what? Only got 40 shares? Dude, even with 40 shares, you make like a buttload of money, bro. No, that's like, why? Because look, Nvidia didn't really pump like this, right? I mean, it pumped, it did its thing, but dude, why did MU? What? I don't know, man. I don't know nothing about the stock. I used to trade it back then when I used to trade options. Back when it was like 70-ish, 60-ish, $70. But now it's like 870, bro. Like what? Dude, I could have dude, I could have been like a multi-millionaire, bro. I would not be here right now, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. Wow. But now we're here stuck trading NQ, whatever it's doing now, you know what I mean? So yeah. Oh, I'm dropping so much into SpaceX. Dude, I'm pretty sure they're going public, right? Are you guys gonna be investing into SpaceX? I might do a little bit of something. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't really think SpaceX is the future, but I mean, you know, it's worth a shot. You know what I mean? It's Elon Musk at the end of the day, so you know how Tesla went. But SpaceX isn't as crazy as Tesla, so I don't think they'll do anything crazy. But you never know. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's worth a try. You know what I mean? Maybe they go to Mars one day. You know what I mean? Who knows? And it goes crazy. You know. I'm investing to Blaster Trades LLC. Yeah, I'm a rug for you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Now SpaceX is huge. I mean, it has potential. I mean, if they do an IPO and they go public, I would invest into it. Maybe a little bit, you know. It wouldn't hurt. They have a mission to set up a base on the moon to go to Mars. Dude, that'll be crazy, bro. They're doing. I know. They're doing an IPO, but not yet. Energy companies. Okay, let me ask you guys something. Now that we're waiting here for a setup. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get it or not. Okay, what sector do you guys think will be the future? Do you guys think crypto will be the future? Do you guys think energy will be the future? Maybe EVs, electric vehicles, AI. I personally believe in AI, dude. I love AI, bro. I know AI is gonna be the future. Dude, I can literally bet my whole life on it, bro. Yeah, EVs like Tesla, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like Tesla stocks. There's Lucid stock, the car company, not the prop firm. Water shortage, dude. We are not going on a freaking water shortage, bro. Bro, okay, let me ask you guys something. Are you guys those type of? Is anyone in here that those type of people that believe that AI like freaking uses water, bro? Like, are we that dumb, bro? Like, I'll be on TikTok. Yes, bro. Come on, now, guys, bro. Bro, I'll be on TikTok and people are like, "Oh my god, don't use AI, guys. Don't use ChatGPT. It uses so much water, bro." So does TikTok, bro. Like, what? Are we not using our brain? I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. It recycles it. Yeah, like, dude, it doesn't. Guys, just because AI just uses water doesn't mean that we're never gonna have water again, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure it would have been, dude. We would have been out of water by now. You know what I mean? Now, are there other ways to go about it? I'm sure there is, and I'm sure it'll be developed as AI becomes more and more popular. But you know, But people that live near massive data centers are paying more for electricity. Dude, just go solar at that point, bro. Let me see. Young generation is so dumb, bro. They hate on AI because water usage. Dude, dude, nowadays, bro, the world has gone soft, bro. I mean, dude, they cry over everything, bro. Um, David, have you heard of quantum computing? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I have, of course. I'm pretty sure either Google or Microsoft are very big on it, bro. Oh, bro, dude, the chat's getting low-key mad, bro. Oh my goodness, here we go, bro. She's about to get crazy. Well, not stuff like that. Like, I'm not talking about AI in general, but like, dude, like nowadays, bro, like everything is a problem. You know what I mean? But I'm sure there's companies that are like, there's other ways to like cool down data centers. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think, man. Bad take? Hold on, hold on. Yo, don't look at me as a bad guy. I haven't done anything. I'm just saying, guys. The whole thing I'm saying is, there's other ways to cool down the data centers. How am I the bad guy? Not your AI over human. Wait, what? Yo, hold on. I never said that, bro. I did say AI is gonna be the future, but not like that either. Hold on, you guys are taking it the wrong way, bro. Hold on. David already a cyborg, bro. But I hope you guys understand. Like, there's other things out there that use water the same way. And you guys aren't really like, you know what I mean? Okay, let me ask you guys: how many of you guys in here watch TikTok, like on or Instagram? You know what I mean? Like type of one. Nope, bro. We all know you're lying, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, no, guys, like Instagram, TikTok, bro, they use just as much water, and you guys aren't really talking about it. You know what I mean? David AI trying to manipulate. Yo. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys understand. Like, we don't use as much data centers though. I mean, it's still a lot. You know what I mean? If you do your research, you will know it's like a lot, like a lot. You know, this pump is insane, dude. We're literally pumping off nothing, bro. Like, bro, I don't know what to take here, bro. And then ES is doing nothing, bro. So I can't even take anything here either. Not compared to it though, but it's just as bad, no? I mean, you're still using the water. You know what I mean? But people don't really talk about that though. Long right now, and then you make an example out of you. I know, bro. Like, dude, it's dead ass tempting me, bro. Bro, look at Georgia. Well, I gotta look more into it. I'm not really too deep into that, but I do have to look into it for sure. But unfortunately, whether we like it or not, or with whatever we do, people have a lot of money and they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it happen no matter what. You know what I mean? Like ChatGPT, I'm sure Claude as well. All these big AI companies coming out. And as AI becomes more and more popular, it's kind of out of our control. So don't look at me as a bad guy, whether I have a bad take or not. You know what I mean? Obviously, since we can't do anything about it, I'm gonna use AI. I use AI a lot, actually. Pretty helpful. Someone said I just asked my AI. It said, "Nah, it's chill, trust." Bro. Then I'm coming to Miami in July. Can I meet you? Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're near the area, yeah, fuck it. I know. I'll say what's up. I'm not really some famous guy, guys. So if you guys are coming to Miami, don't you know. So yeah. AI taught me how to tile a bathroom. I mean, exactly. Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, AI's pretty helpful, dude. I don't really get what the AI hate is about. But yeah, dude, it is getting pretty scary though. Like, dude, like it is getting pretty crazy. Dude, oh my goodness, what are we pumping from, bro? I gotta get a trade here somewhere, bro. I'm that was getting a little bit of FOMO, bro. Do you think AI will become self-aware? What do you guys think? Honestly, bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, yeah, it will soon. It'll come sooner than we expect. Dude, it's like every day I wake up and it's like, bro, it's like, dude, I'll be on Instagram and some videos I did ask. Trust me, guys, I'm not that stupid. I'm not that dumb. Well, I'm dumb, but not that much, dude. I would dead ass. I sometimes I fall for some AI videos. Like it's so like well built that I'm like, yo, what the hell? And I look at the comments and it's like your AI slop bores me. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh damn, it's AI. You know what I mean? But dude, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's crazy. Dude, guys, I really don't understand how NQ is pumping up like crazy and ES is not doing it. Because like I said, I would love to long, but I'm not gonna long NQ. I would long ES. You know, I'm down for it, but this thing is not moving at all, bro. Look at this. So I gotta see what I can cook up here, man. But I'm not trying to force anything out. Just for the 1 hour on ES and the 30 minute as well, but still, I mean, I'm not really too interested in anything. Yeah, the 1 hour and the 30 minute. Yep, same thing. Let me see. Oh, David, I'm sure your new web platform was built by AI. It is, yeah. I've told you guys, yeah. I'm even implementing AI to it. You know what I mean? But I will be honest with you guys. I have spent so much money on that website, bro. I really hope it works out good. So yeah. Any updates? We're still building it. I mean, nothing crazy. Like I said, I was gone for the weekend, so I couldn't really work on it too much. So yeah, I have to catch up on it today. Someone said I'd be watching those fake ass story time videos all the time. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they're pretty interesting as well, bro. David, the 15 minute. Dude, the thing is, it's not even the setup anymore, bro. It's where what do we base our buys from? Yes, we're bullish now, but like, dude, my goodness. What are you spending your money on? Right now, I'm using what's it called? Replay, I think it's called. But dude, we're like trying to make everything super accurate. And I'm also gonna hire like an actual like web designer because I don't want like I'm kind of just building the base and idea with AI, which is way cheaper. And then once everything is ready, I just send it over to a designer and like someone that makes websites, and you know we tweak it out and we actually have it functioning like very very good. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a whole process, but you know we're taking our time with it. There's some, but you know I've never watched that movie, bro. 577 or 557. I mean we're right there. Dude, I did have to know what to take here, guys. I just can't. I don't want to long this, bro. It kind of looks like I kind of have to, but I'm not. I don't want to, bro. I'm not gonna force it, bro. Let me see. Someone said here, AI is good and bad. Well, yeah, obviously we know that part. I think the biggest issue is making the younger generations dumber. Well, I mean, there's movies made about this, guys. You know, AI takeovers. You know what I mean? Good thing. No, I will say, guys. Even for me, I will be completely honest with you guys. Throughout the years that I've been using AI, I've actually used. I knew about ChatGPT before it got very very popular. Um, like I learned from it from TikTok, of course, but before anyone knew about it, like I'll be telling people about ChatGPT in school when I was in high school, and people were like, "What the hell is that, bro? Like what?" Um, it has definitely made me a I'm not gonna say lazier person, but yeah, somewhat. Like it has definitely killed a little bit of my creativity. Like anytime I can't really brainstorm something, I would just throw my ideas into chat or any AI out there and just have it make me more. You know what I mean? So yeah, I will say some very bad habits are being made, at least for me, and I will say with a lot of you guys as well. It definitely kills some creativity. It does make people a lot lazier, and as AI continues to improve, it's definitely gonna be a much worst issue. I do agree on that. Yo, what year did you graduate, dude? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even know. I really don't. I think like 2023. I think 2023 or 2024. I don't know. I did also know, bro. Someone said here, Hanif said AI Loki turned my brain into mush. Bro, dead ass, bro. Like me too, bro. Let me see. Someone said here, what platforms do you recommend if you're on a budget? You already know what I'm gonna say, bro. Apex. Dude, guys, Apex is literally the cheapest out there. It's like 20 bucks for an eval. Now, some of you guys might be saying, oh, but dude, what's a firm that does $80 evals with no activation fees? Tradify or something? Or Lucid or something? One of those firms. Lucid, yeah, Lucid. Here's the problem, guys. With new traders out there, if they're paying $80 for an eval with no activation fee, if you're new to trading or you're not that consistent, you're gonna blow more than $80. You're gonna blow the eval multiple times. You know what I mean? So it becomes more costly. So that's why I tell people, yes, you can go the route of not paying an activation fee, but if you're not good at trading or you're not that consistent, you're trying to get the hang of it, do Apex. It's like $20 an account rather than 80, and you have a massive risk of blowing that account. And you have to restart. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, I would say do Apex right now. I mean, literally tonight, that 90% off discount is ending. So if you want, use that prop firm instead. It's like $20, $25 for an account, and then just work with that, bro. Apex is almost double. Not really, dude. Not the eval. Remember, guys, I'm talking evals here. Now, if you're a lot more consistent, yeah, there are more routes to take, like TBT or Lucid, where they have $80 evals, which are pretty pricey for an eval, but they don't have an activation fee. You know what I mean? So it varies. It depends on the type of trader that you are, to be honest. If you're not that consistent or you're still learning, do Apex. If you're very consistent and you're very, very profitable, do Lucid or take Profit Trader or even a live account. You know what I mean? Apex keeps increasing the prices. I don't think they are, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I haven't seen a price increase. And I'm sure they have to mention that, like, legally, right? I don't know. You David just alert, bro. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Can we trade this 5-minute gap? I mean, dude, it's not even the gaps, bro. It's. Wait, do we have a gap here? It's the bias, bro. Like I don't know what to base my bias from, bro. And dude, in this given scenario, even if the market does dump, it's probably gonna be like a little pullback before we go higher. You know what I mean? Today is a long every pullback type of day. The thing is, I'm not trying to go long at all time highs. I simply just don't trade like this, guys. Trade ES. The thing is, ES is not moving either, dude. Look at this. ES is just stuck there. Look at the 5-minute. I'm not trying to get stuck in this shit, bro. You crazy? Does it get off? I'll give it a few more minutes, but what time is it? Oh my goodness, it's already 11 almost. See, I lost my confidence after Apex. After I write a whole essay on my strategy. When was this? Because with the new accounts, they don't do that. They said they wouldn't do that. Also, if anything, just plug it into ChatGPT. When they were doing that, like a few months ago, I just told everyone, like, guys, just summarize my strategy with ChatGPT and just copy and paste it, and it worked. You see, ChatGPT or AI does have its benefits. You know what I mean? It does our work for us. Very nice, very nice. Last week, the PM session moved really good. The thing is, even if we do trade the PM session today, dude, my goodness, would we need a dump, bro? Like, I have nothing here, bro. The thing is, guys, like, yesterday we didn't trade because the markets were closed. I want to give you guys a trade today, but I don't want to leave you guys with just Wednesday and Thursday to trade. You know what I mean? There's a 15-minute fair value gap. It's just the bias, bro. If we're gonna use the 15-minute fair value gap up here, it would have to be for longs, and I'm not trying to do longs. I mean, well, you could, but I kind of wouldn't really prefer that. Is RP still live? I might just tune into the stream while we wait for a setup. Browse 1K viewers? No fucking way. Let me check. While I wait for a dump here. Is he actually trading? Let me see. Oh yeah, he's live. Oh shit. Damn, 1,000 viewers, bro. Honestly, bro, I feel like if I go free with my streams, I can get a lot more viewers. Maybe in the future. Jeez, bro. But has he taken a trade? I mean, I think no. I mean, the market's not really moving. Someone said RB play YB. Bro. Anyways. See, he said he missed a trade when he was setting up the live. Ah, no way. Damn. Are you playing Forza Horizon 6? To be honest, bro, I have not been using my sim at all. Dude, I've been so busy that I don't have time for anything, bro, to be honest. Damn, I guess I gotta turn to RP's live. Dude, he actually invited me to join some of his streams. So guys, if some days I'm not live in the Discord, to be honest, I probably will be live on Discord. I'll just join a call with RP or whatever. Yeah, I mean, he actually invited me to do a few streams with him. So, you know, maybe in the next few days, I'll tune in. Okay, so David, when they end the war, where do we go? Oh, do we go up? Market goes up, 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 up. Gonna switch up? No, 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 no. I'm still gonna be streaming on Discord, bro. Don't worry. Dude, this market, bro. I mean, to be honest, guys, we're not so far away from a bearish bias. I mean, we're like one good dump away from a bearish bias below 9.5. That was a little vacation. It wasn't really a vacation, bro. It was kind of more just a trip from a friend's wedding. And we didn't really do much, but we just kind of went out to eat. You know, we chilled. You know, and that's kind of about it. David, if US takes over the Iran, I wouldn't know, bro. To be honest, I'm not the one to be asking for that. You get turned on the during the wedding? Nah, bro. I don't drink, bro. I don't like alcohol, bro. Red, black, red, red, red. Crazy to think this time last year we dumped to 17K. Dude, that's when I added into JPQ, bro. Coming to the 50-minute. I'm gonna watch the 50-minute time frame, guys. I kind of doubt I get a setup off this, but you know, who knows? I mean, wait a second. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Because wait, now that we're not trading past all-time highs, obviously we have a high up here now. If we dump down, we're still bullish above 995. If we get a bounce off this 15-minute, let's say 40 points, right? Pressure would still be bad, bro. And that's off the midpoint. I don't know. I don't think I can use this 15-minute too much. Would you guys want to try it? I mean, I'm down to. I mean, with minimal risk. But if you guys want to wait for an A+ setup, we could come back later. I was thinking that. Maybe. I mean, it's not the best, to be honest, but it's there. It's a setup, you know. What would you guys say? I'd say come back later, to be honest. Stay cash. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait for it to kind of dump a little bit more to see if we can get something. But shut it down at 11. Well, we're probably not gonna get anything in the next 10 minutes, but yeah, it's an eval date for sure. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Stay cash and trade on Friday. Oh, dude, I hate trading Fridays, bro. But I might have to this week, bro. Because, dude, yesterday markets were closed. Today, I mean, we're not cashed yet, but definitely looking like it. Tomorrow, who knows if the market's choppy? You know, there's no way I go a whole week without trading. You know what I mean? Well, I'm sure I won't, but we're definitely not off to the best start because obviously yesterday the markets were closed, and today we open at all-time highs. So, calling it a day? Not yet. I want to see if we can retrace into those 15 minutes, see if we can get something. If we can, then you know I'll be down to trade something. But how old am I? I'm 20. I'm 20 years old, bro. No, I have to do it on my own, Fern. What was the issue again? I think with you, I think you forgot to apply the discount or something. Exactly. Okay, I got you. I'll just reframe the difference then. Dude, this market is so freaking boring, bro. Any thoughts with trading with an LLC? To be honest, bro, I don't really know the benefits all that much. I think write-offs are a lot easier to do, but I don't know. You would have to ask a CPA for that. We are looking getting some green to red flips here on the 5-minute. So maybe we do see this 15-minute get tapped into soon. The thing is, I wouldn't know what to trade off of. I can't do shorts off this 15-minute because my bias is bullish above 995. But if I do longs off this 15-minute, I would have to do minimal risk into the so I can get a good price risk reward. Because the thing is, look, if we bounce off, if anything, I don't know, man. I'll see. Yeah, I use an S corp personally. Yeah. At the end, please check. Well, I'll check after the stream. Guys, when you guys DM me, you guys don't have to tell me that you DM me. I check them. But I take sometimes I take a while because there's a lot of you guys and there's only one of me. But I check them. You guys don't have to remind me. You think the market would drop with 3 equal highs on the 5-minute? I mean I hope so. Because I don't want to long all-time highs. But what would your entry be if we bounce off the 15-minute? That's the thing. I don't know. I will have to see. The thing is, with fair value gap bounces, there's no exact entry that I can give you guys off the bat. It depends on where we bounce, right? Because then I could base the stop loss and everything from there. But in this case, I'll probably just put the stop loss down here. So if anything, maybe we can get a let's say 40-point bounce, maybe like right here. Yeah, we could probably get an entry like around like the 60s, the 30,000 60s. Is the TradeAway copy tool good? Yes, it's one of the best ones out there. It's one of the most reliable ones. Honestly, David, you camp. I don't want to take less than an A+. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I want to see how we bounce. If it looks consistent, then yeah, we could probably get I'm not gonna say a scalp, but a trade into 118 and maybe higher. But I need to see how we bounce off the markets first. The 4-hour candle closure, what else? No, I don't really base off candle closures, so I don't really care about them. I mean, I don't know what a candle closure will kind of prove here, to be honest. And it closes in 3 hours, bro. That's when the market closes, bro. So yeah, we're not waiting on that. What do I do, David? What I do, David, is I use a bounce with a lower time frame inverse. The thing is, I don't know what you can inverse off the lower time frame. Well, I mean, there's a 1 minute here, but you're gonna be getting the worst entry here because then your price target is like 20 points, not even 20 points. It's 17 points, and I don't even think this is a fair value gap. It's only 24 points. So yeah, there's not much you can really do there. Lower time frame with more size to make up for it. It depends on your stop loss. The time frame doesn't really matter. Price will still move the same. So, you know, use one micro. Dude, at that point, I'll just take cash. It's not that I'm scared. I just don't really like trading all-time highs, and the volume today is like kind of mid. I mean, I kind of expected more. I mean, we have good volume and good momentum, but you know, it's a little slow. So if we do get a trade, it would take a while for sure. But let's see. I mean, we're about to push this 15-minute. I wouldn't want to take anything until we hit like maybe like the 45s. I wouldn't really want to take longs off like the top of this rally gap. It could work, but I'm not really too interested. You're in shorts off 76. Wait, what'd you see at 76? Was it a 5-minute inverse or something? 76. Wait, Joker, what are you in from? 76. I'm assuming it's a 5-minute inverse, right? Wait, where is the view up actually? Oh my, dude, that thing is way down there. Yeah, no. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we don't need the view up today. A 5-minute inverse? Oh, a lot of you guys are actually taking the 5-minute inverse. Well, to be fair, it's not really fair value gap, is it? Oh, I mean, it is. The only reason I'm not taking this 5-minute inverse is because we don't have a bearish bias, to be honest. But I would actually take that as well. You guys are. Whoa. Wait, how many of you guys are in short right now? What the heck? With a target at 966? Your boy's a little tired. My fault, guys. 966. You should do 976, actually. There's a low here. I'll actually put that down right there as well. All right, guys. We're officially in the fair value gap. Let's see what we can do here. There's no short buy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not in shorts right now. I would have been in shorts off that 5 minute, if anything. Just like Joker, but yeah. Guys, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'll be pretty interested in some longs if we get a bounce of like 30,045. Wouldn't be too bad. I'll be react off this. I mean, we will. And I mean, you know, the thing is, I don't think I can go short off this, to be honest. Because the thing is, if I go short off this, it's gonna be a little bit tricky with us holding above 995. I mean, I'll see how the momentum looks. If anything, we can try catching shorts early, but it's gonna be a risky trade no matter what. Anything we take up here is gonna be risky. And if I want to take a fair value gap bounce, I need us to go lower. I'm not gonna enter off this bounce here, because then my risk reward would be a little bit messed up. Because then I'll have to enter here with no reaction, put my stop loss here, right? And then I'll have a pretty good risk reward here, like a 1 to 2, 1.2. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, if we get a bounce into like the 70s, it's like a little mini bounce. You know what I mean, I don't have enough data here to really know if we're gonna bounce up or not. I mean, so it just makes the trade so much riskier. So yeah, for now, I'm gonna keep waiting and see if I can get something better. I'm not really loving the markets right now, though, to be honest. The platform is really buggy. I've heard, yeah, Alpha. It's like the same thing as Tops of X when they first came out. Guys, when it comes to running a broker, dude, it's very tricky, bro. It's very, very tricky. There's so many orders coming through, so much data and everything, that you know it could be, you know, a little bit of a headache when it first comes out. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're still dumping here. I mean, would you guys be down to try shorts? Hit the midpoint? Well, yeah, well, we're not getting a bounce yet. If we versus gap, I'm considering shorts. I just would be hard because we still have a bullish bias. You know what I mean? Those shorts are the PT. No, we have price targets down here. We definitely have price targets, but it's more of the bias. That's the whole reason I'm not in shorts right now. Yeah, the bias. That's the problem. The bias. ES is dumping though. I mean, ES did take a level of liquidity and it is dumping. So maybe this leads us lower. I mean, we could probably base our bias off this. Wouldn't be the most reliable bias, but you know, it's something. It's for sure something. But yeah, we are picking up some selling pressure here, so maybe I'm interested in it. Oh, actually, I never made my futures alert channel private. Oops, I actually did that right now. I made it public over the weekend so everyone can see our alerts. There you go. Okay. But yeah, I mean, ES is low-key dumping a little bit more here, so that'd be horrible. I probably just have like 2 price targets, or 3. So if we do take shorts, I mean, I kind of like the selling coming in. It's pretty active. We could probably get at least like a 1-to-1 and then just take scales. I think it's a stop loss as well. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem. So if we do short, let me see something. If we do shorts here, can we put our stop at the high? I think we could do higher. We could probably do like 45-point stops today. I mean, yeah, no, 45 points. It wouldn't be too bad. Put something like this, and then maybe like into 818, which is the low of day. Near the low of day. We could probably look for something like this. I don't know, man. ES is dumping, which gives me a lot more confidence due to a dual sweep at 551. But it's kind of hard to tell with ES. I mean, with NQ not holding below 995. And if we get a bounce here, we can also look for longs. In my opinion, I don't like longing all-time highs, guys. But to be honest, I think longs is more secure than shorts here. First of all, the higher time frame bias is still, I mean, trend is still sitting pretty bullish. We are still sitting bullish above 995. I don't want to anticipate shorts above 995 as well, even though we are trying to get an inverse off this 15-minute. It could work, but it's not A+. I will say that. It's not perfect. We've definitely had better setups. But if we do get longs, I mean, everything will line up. It could be a pullback into higher. We are going to be bullish above 995, but it's a little bit hard to tell. I kind of want to give the market a little bit more time to kind of tell us what it wants to do. Because, yeah, right now we're definitely doing something different, which could definitely make up for some setups. But, it's nothing crazy, to be honest. I'll give it a few more minutes, to be honest, and see what we can do. If the selling really, really picks up and really wants to lower, then yeah, we could do shorts. But for now, I don't know. I'm not in love with it. Definitely not my favorite setup. I mean, we tried getting a pullback and kind of rejected back down. Let's see how this new 5-minute candle opens. If we can go lower, then yeah, we could probably get some. Someone's saying here on YouTube, how come my chart is leading by 2 minutes? It's because the YouTube stream is delayed by 2 minutes. I mean, we're about to get this inverse here, so I guess we don't really have to worry about longs anymore. Thing is do we want to take shorts? You know what I mean? It could work, like I said, but I'm just a little bit skeptical with this whole hold above 995. It kind of goes against my strategy, but if we don't get this, then we can't really get anything else for the whole day. Because the volume's a little bit dead. We're not gonna go lower into the all the way down here for an entry. I'm not gonna do that. So either we take the risk or we stay cash, And if anything, we could probably do like light size or if anything, but I don't know. I'm still watching. The selling does look pretty aggressive, especially with ES kind of dumping us down. So I'm a little bit more confident in shorts, but as far as it goes, it's just this drawn liquidity here at 551 on ES. That's why I'm bearish, But we could anticipate the dump here. I mean, the selling pressure is picking up quite nice, I will say. Would you guys be down to try it out with a little bit of risk? Nope. Honestly, I might try it, to be honest. I might just do like light size. So if something goes wrong, then nothing would really happen. But yeah, I mean, just mainly yes is just the one that's leading us down. So, yeah, I'm gonna try some shorts here, guys. I'm in shorts. I'm gonna try it out. I mean, we are dumping quite a bit here, so fuck it. Pretty good risk on that 45-point stop. Well, it's not really too much 45 anymore, but I'll try it. I'm in shorts, guys. I'm in shorts. Oops. Let me alert this. I'm just gonna try it with minimal risk. I mean, it's in my opinion, it's the only thing I can really work with today. So I'm gonna give it a shot and just work off that. I'm just gonna onto my chart, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just maybe come back later if price picks up, like below 995. But for now, I'm gonna anticipate that we go below 995 with the whole selling momentum coming in. Like I said, it's the only thing I can really work with, to be honest. If it doesn't hold, then I just didn't, we'll just come back later. It's just that selling momentum looks really, really good. That's the whole reason I kind of like shorts. And yes, I mean, as long as ES is able to hold below 551, the thing is, how do I base my stop loss off 551? Because the thing is, I'm putting my stop loss at 75, which would be just a point-based stop. But if we hit that stop and ES still holds below 551, then, it'll kind of mess up the whole structure. But I kind of do really like shorts here, especially mainly off ES. Now, what are we rejecting from? I don't really know. But we are getting a dual sweep here, so I do see us going lower. And I guess we can anticipate that 995 sweep. I will admit, it is not the most clean setup that we've ever taken. But like I said, it's kind of the only thing we can really take up here in terms of shorts if we do want to see lower. So that's why I'm giving it a shot. But if it doesn't work, I'll just wait and come back later until we, eventually, if we hold below 995, which we'll just base the bias from. But even if we do hold below 995, we still have a lot more room to go lower from. So yeah, that's gonna be a whole thing, But we'll see. We'll see. View up is what? View up is at 30,000? 20? For real? No, it's not, bro. Dude, the view up is all the way at the 29s, bro. What time frame are you guys basing your view off from? 15? Yeah, no. 15 it's that's why I have it off. The view up is sitting all the way at 29, 935 for me. The late entry, yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, Loki got a pretty late entry. I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna add more. I'm already pretty heavy. But I do, like I said, guys, I really do see us going lower, mainly because of ES. So, I mean, we're going back to the entry. So if we can hold below this inverse, bro, I did get a really late entry. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. My goodness, dude. Because now I might break even though we're dumping here. But even then, the price target is still pretty decent. Yeah, we'll have a pretty good price target either way. I go 1-to-1. So we could just wait on that. But yeah, no, that entry was horrible, dude. David, you don't have the 3-level view up. What, the bands? I have that off. I don't really use the bands too much, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really use it. I use the blue line. I feel like it's more accurate. Let's see if we can dump this lower. Like I said, ES is looking very, very bearish. I do see us going lower, especially now that we're a little bit overbought, to be honest. I don't know if the market is going to have a pullback or a full-out reversal, but I really do want to catch at least one level of liquidity to a downside, which in this case would be sitting at the 5-minute low at 976. So, yeah, I do want to see that at least. But we'll see. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did get a pretty bad entry, though. I was just waiting too long. I was trying to see the selling kept holding down, and it really did. You know what I mean? But either way, the price target will still be pretty good. So even if we do go lower into the price target, we'll still be chilling. But I do want to see if we can hold this down, mainly due to ES. And if we can, that'll be pretty nice. And obviously, if we can hold below 995, that would be even better. You know what I mean? Even more bearish. Because that'll confirm the dual sweep on NQ instead. Because right now NQ is holding semi-bullish, although we are selling off. NQ is holding bullish and ES is holding bearish. The whole reason I'm looking for shorts is because I believe we're a little bit overbought. And then obviously we have the dual sweep off ES, which is leading us lower, and we do have some room for lower. So I want to try that out. And obviously, if it doesn't hold, I'll just wait till later, or if not tomorrow, until we hold below the all-time high at 995. So that's pretty much my game plan for now. I've actually never seen the view off with only one band. Well, like I said, I don't really use the green bands. I mean, I don't really think they're that accurate. I feel like the view up is actually the main important thing, the blue line. So that's the only one that I keep on. We're holding below. What do you mean we're holding below? Below the view of ES? Oh yeah, that's an even better sign. Now ES is trying to go lower. Like we do see all the selling pressure kicking. I just don't know why we're not dumping below the candle low. It's kind of struggling a little bit there. So hopefully that doesn't become too much of a big deal. We do need ES and NQ to break below this previous candle low so we can actually go lower below 995. Because if we struggle off that, then it could be a little bit of an issue. But we do see that ES does want lower, although NQ is kind of holding it a little bit. If ES gives us that extra strength to break past the previous candle low, we should be able to go below 995 straight to our price target. How do I add the view up? It's pretty simple. Just go to trading view, go to indicators up here, search up VWAP, and it'll be the first one. Volume weighted average price. This is the one that I'm using right now. It's under technicals. This one right here. Volume weighted average price. Yeah, so far, guys, I mean, yes, still holding at the lows. It's not breaking any lows, but I don't know. Price is a little bit slow here. I mean, we kind of did expect that, to be honest. But throughout the day, I do see us going slightly lower, at least into one level of liquidity. I wouldn't see why not. You know what I mean? We are due for a pullback, so if anything, we just target that one pullback, and then we just call it a day. But if not, then I'll come back later once we do hold below 995 with the new setup. I don't think we're going down until it hits all-time highs. Well, I don't. We've been on. Yeah, on ES. Oh, dude, no, dude, ES is way, dude. No, we're not gonna see all-time highs on ES for a long ass time, dude. Maybe if we have like a super ultra bullish trend overnight, then sure we might get closer to it by tomorrow. But we're not gonna see all-time highs today at all on ES. I was about to say, bro, like, yeah, we've been above all-time highs on NQ all morning, bro. Like, yeah, let's see. ES is trying to break past this candle low. So obviously we all know that ES is leading lower. NQ is trying to dump down here. Nothing crazy. You know, we're still near the entry. You know, nothing crazy. So we definitely chose the weaker one, that's for sure. But if ES still has a lot of more room for lower, so if anything, if ES does dump lower and NQ doesn't hit the price target, we could still take profits as ES hits these levels of liquidity. And on the bright side, ES still has room for lower. So I would say into 529. So yeah, the market's a little bit slow. So obviously, this trade going to take a little bit longer than usual. But if we have room for lower and the market leads us lower, then so be it. You know what I mean? He was breaking the lows. Yeah, no, I saw. The whole Iran news could still be an empty promise. So I'm thinking the market is trying to price that in. It's already priced in. We had that reaction over the weekend. Is it bad that I'm in on NQ instead of ES? Well, we are too. We are too. Do I regret it? We could have used ES for sure as a better entry, but to be honest, I don't think ES even had an entry model anywhere. So even if we did want to enter on ES, kind of couldn't. Well, we kind of could. Kind of couldn't, to be honest. But it's okay because even though ES is the one that's leading, if ES makes us go lower, NQ will also go lower, even though it's the weaker one. So we should be good on that. I mean, if it holds down, of course. So we'll see. You got an 11 entry, dude. I got 14, bro. I got a late entry, bro. Yeah, we gotta, guys. The thing, okay, look, let me tell you guys something. The one thing I've always wanted to do, but I'm so scared of doing, is using limit orders, guys. I know you guys have been telling me so many times, David, try doing limit orders. Dude, guys, if we do limit orders, all of us can get the same exact entry every single time. Like literally the same exact entry every single time. But dude, the things with limit orders, we're more prone to fake outs. That's the problem. Because you guys know I like to wait for an impulse above the entry. You know what I mean? So when it comes to limit orders, you're entering blindly off an inverse, you know what I mean? Or off a bounce or whatever. I mean, if you guys are down to try it, I mean, I'm willing to try it. Like I'll tell you guys, hey, set limit orders here. And once the price goes above this price, we all get filled instantly, but we're just gonna be more prone to fake outs, So if you guys are willing to risk it for better entries and more accurate entries for all of us, we could, or if not, we could still work with late entries here and there, but more confirmed. You guys let me know, and we can try it. Because okay, look, here are the pros and cons, right? While I wait for this trade, the pros to limit orders is we all get the same fills. You guys will literally get the same exact trade as me, like the same exact trade, like same entry, same everything. As me, we get super early fills at the exact inverse price. And you know that those are the pros. The cons is we're not waiting for an inverse, we're not waiting for momentum, we're just entering blindly once price goes above X price above an inverse. You know what I mean? So you know we'll be more prone to fake outs if the market doesn't want to respect that. So yeah, you know those are the pros and cons. You know, you guys let me know. You know, you can do both. 2 market and 3 with limit. Nah, that's too much work. No, it's one or the other. You know what I mean? It's one or the other. Also, we saw a little bit of green on this trade. I don't know how much we dumped. Obviously, we didn't really hit the price target yet. So, I mean, not much really too exciting yet. So yeah. How many points do we see there? We only dumped like 15 points. Nothing crazy. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a long trade, man. It's going to be a long trade. Hopefully, we don't wick this back up because I'm not going to lie to you guys. We are seeing some buyer wicks here. We did break past some lows, but we're still sitting pretty bullish above 995. I'm hoping we can flip back bearish. Obviously, we are in shorts. ES does have room for lower, so hopefully nothing random happens. But price is a little bit slow, so expect some random pullbacks here and there. Hopefully it doesn't become too much of a headache, but you know, we'll see what we can work with here. All right, guys. But like I said, this trade is gonna take a minute. This price today isn't all that crazy, you know what I mean? So for the trend to form and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? It's a little bit, you know, a little bit all right, you know what I mean? Now, in the meantime, let me actually fix this. This level is getting in the way, and I'm actually getting pretty annoyed from it. Let's put alt on right there. I'll just put it in the middle. There we go. Alt on right. Just have a reference. Now we are getting some more selling pressure, which is beautiful. Hopefully we don't wick again, guys. I'm really hoping we can just dump straight down. ES is still dumping down. It still has room for lower. Guys, if NQ doesn't hit our price target before ES hits 529, if ES hits 529, we take profits. Okay, guys? Because remember, we're basing our bearish buys from ES, right? NQ is still technically pretty bullish until we go below 995. So since ES is giving us the whole read for a bearish bias, we need to go based off what ES is telling us. Okay, guys? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? I don't want you guys to... And hopefully you guys are understanding this bias. Like I said, it's not the most perfect setup that we've ever taken, and I will admit that. But it definitely does look pretty, you know, pretty leading to the downside, especially with this very nice and straightforward drawn liquidity sweep on ES. Mixed out with an overbought market on NQ and an inverse off a 15-minute with room for lower. It doesn't look all that bad. You know what I mean? That's why I'm taking shorts. Like I said, not the best setup ever, but it's definitely there. You know what I mean? So yeah, and we are seeing slightly lower here. And then once we hold below 995, I think we should be pretty chilling to see the 980s, if anything. I'll probably scale on 980, if anything. But yeah. Bro, I don't know if you guys know this, bro. GTA 6 would have been released today, bro. I'm looking at Twitter right now while we wait for this trade, bro. Oh, man. Dude, it would have been released today, bro. May 26th. Damn. You got delayed. But I think it's being released in like November or something. Something like that. Bro, did you guys see the new Ferrari? Bro, I think it's so garbage, bro. Dude, it's a huge disappointment, man. What a disappointment, dude. Enzo will be so freaking disappointed. Dude, this thing is horrible, bro. And then, dude, their stock crashed. Ferrari stock literally crashed, bro. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness, that's how bad the car was, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, this thing is horrible. How do I scale out on TradingView? The same way you bought, just sell less than what you're holding. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. But yeah, guys, dude, even Ferrari stock crashed. That's how much the people didn't like it, bro. My goodness, that car is horrible. I mean, I've never liked Ferrari in the first place. I would always choose Lambo over Ferrari, but yeah. Come on, bro. Let's get a hold below 995, man. We're right there, bro. Come on now. ES still has room for lower. It's still dumping a little bit here. We actually have a lot of room for lower, to be honest. We have like what, like 5 more points? That's quite a bit of points here. At least on ES. It might not sound like much, but it is. We need to ideally hold below the draw liquidity on Q. Yeah, that will give us that extra confirmation. Remember, we're already bearish mainly because of ES. Obviously not the most reliable confirmation and not the most reliable read for a bearish bias, but it could definitely work. You know what I mean? If ES leads us lower, then, you know, that can give us the anticipation that we're going to hold below 995 on NQ. We just need that extra selling pressure to actually break below it. If we get it eventually. Anytime now. Anytime now. It's just, dude, this market is very wicky, bro. That's the one thing I don't like, man. Because any little thing that comes out, guys, it can mess up this trade. Because the market, the volume, the momentum is not that aggressive. So any little buyer or any, like, you know, any buying pressure coming in will completely reverse this. And that's the one thing I'm worried about. So I do want to take profits a little bit sooner today, just so we can secure that, you know. Obviously, I'm not gonna take profits at this low, even though I want to. We're not really up too much on the trade. Well, we got to fill out 14. We were currently up 23 points on the trade. That's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna wait for that price target to get hit. Although it's a little bit riskier since the market volume is a little bit kind of, you know, a little bit messy. But I guess we'll just hold for that, you know, and just hope that we can see that price target pretty smooth, you know, pretty smooth out. Now, if we hit the price target, how many points would that be? Let me just get this pre-written out. 45 points. Okay, so it'll be like 1-1. Yeah, guys. Yeah, no, the market is very wicky today, guys. Very, very wicky. I don't really like that too much. At least right now, at least. It looks like it's starting to turn here. I mean, this is a little bit choppy on the 5 minutes, to be honest, bro. It's just wick central. That's why I said this trade is gonna take a little bit longer. I would prefer that we hold below 995 first before we chop, so we can at least chop with the bearish bias. But we'll see in the process. You know what I mean? Regardless, the market is just very slow today. I'm really hoping ES can really take the lead here and just dump us down. But like I said, only time could really tell here. Oops. Regardless, it was a risky trade, so even if it doesn't work out, I wouldn't really be too mad at it. I do hope it works out. You know what I mean? We are getting a pretty nice read here. At least on ES. You know, I do like this. But it's just volume could be definitely way better. I mean, wait, we're getting a very nice candle flip here. Maybe we should straight down to the price target. Maybe, hopefully, right? But yeah, like I said, this setup wasn't the best. Even if it does play out, I wouldn't be the happiest with it. We could have definitely traded better. It's just we're in a spot where we kind of can't. You know what I mean? We're, you know. Yo, Blast, what did you think about Obsession? Dude, great movie, bro. One of the I talked about it in the last stream, bro. I actually really like that movie. We just made a higher high on the 5 minute though. Not really. Not really. Yeah, it's kind of pretty bearish here. Here's your trade. What are you in? Let me see. You are in a fair value gap. You are in, what's it called when a fair value was inverse and retraced back into? I forgot what it was called, but I used to trade it back then. Not bad, but what entry did you get? Oh, you're in ES. That's why. What the heck? Oh shit, but you got a pretty good fill. Not bad, bro. Good shit. What do you mean we did? The structure broke? Well, there was no previous high there. The structure sits up here. We don't have a structure. I mean, it will be off this maybe right here, off the biggest pullback that we got. So the higher high would be created at 30,052. Well, these guys are in early? What is this? Oh, Tradeify? Damn, bro. Are you scaling in? It kind of seems like sellers are kind of getting more aggressive here, guys, which is a really, really good sign for these shorts. We keep trying to flip this candle green, red, but sellers are pretty much coming out on top, it seems like. So hopefully we can hold this down into 976, which is our price target. And then we just go off that, guys. So yeah, let's see. As long as we hold this candle red, I'm chilling, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's see if we can dump this lower, guys. Hopefully. All right, there's 995, which is an amazing sign for a bearish bias here. Can we see lower though? I mean, one more dump. Oh, by the way, guys, ES is about to hit 529. So if ES hits 529, guys, I'm gonna take profits. I don't care if we hit the price target on ES or not. I mean on NQ. ES is the one that's leading. So if anything, I'll probably take out like maybe like 8 contracts. If anything. So remember, guys, if ES hits this low here, I'm taking profits. All right. Or I'm taking some. Okay, so let me see. Oh my goodness, look at that dump, guys. Hold on. The reason I'm scaling here, it's heavy here is because I'm facing. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm taking profits there. Oh my goodness, guys. There it is. Whoa. What the heck? Guys, I went ahead and took some profits there. Or most profits. All of it. What the heck, guys? Whoa. Look at that selling. There we go. It took a little bit of a long time, but hey, we made it work, guys. Not bad at all, man. Whew. Good trade, man. Good trade. Good read off that, guys. A little bit risky. Like I said, I'm not the happiest with the trade, but we definitely made it work. Very nice, guys. Whoa. Guys, if you guys are green, post your profits in the profit channel. Everyone should be green here. Let's go, man. That's actually a pretty nice trade. Very happy with it. YouTube, hopefully you guys caught it with me as well. If you guys are coming from RP server, if you guys are new, very, very nice, guys. Guys, post your profits over in the profit channel, guys. Go spam that channel, man. Let's go. You blue for yo. ES led. I'm telling you guys, bro. By the way, before you guys get off, because I know you guys are gonna start leaving the stream soon. Did you guys understand this trade? I know, like I said, it wasn't the cleanest trade ever, and I will admit that, but we definitely use ES to our advantage. With the SMT. B plus, yeah, I'll give it like a B rating. Like the selling was there. We had a bearish bias. No, not bearish bias. Bearish momentum. You know, we were selling off. We had an inverse. We had room for lower, and ES had a bearish bias. You know, it could be more confirmed, but definitely a nice working trade, to be honest. But yeah, guys, if you guys are green, guys, go spam this profit channel, guys. I need to see more wins in here. Everyone in here should be green. So yeah, if you guys are green, guys, spam your profits in this channel, guys. Even if you guys are coming from YouTube, guys, spam it in here, man. Let's go. Everyone should be green today, guys. Let's go. And RPs, I put it out here. PT1 hit. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Bang. So yeah, if you guys are green, man, everyone should be green. Let's go. Let me see. My goodness, bro. This shot is so active today, bro. What the heck? Yo, what the? Yo. Hold up. Let me just quickly edit this, guys. There we go. Yo, what the? Yo. Yo, you guys are crazy, bro. Bro. Bro, nah, I gotta save this, bro. Nah, bro, that's crazy. Anyways, guys. Yeah, like I said, if you guys are green, guys, post your profits over in the profit channel, guys. All right, bro. I gotta send this in the server, bro. This is too funny, bro. Yeah, W live trading, guys. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We're on live for like 2 hours today, bro. But hey, we made it work, man. We made it work. Dubs, yes, sir. Guys, like I said, post your profits in the Prime. Remember, guys, today is the last day for the 90% off discount on Apex, guys. Take advantage of that code and get some accounts before the discount ends. All right. And for my people on YouTube, if you guys want to join the premium, guys, join with this link. It will apply the 80% off with a free month of premium included. And if you guys in the premium want it as well, here's the link. All right, guys. Blast, check the payouts. Auntie went crazy. Yo, damn, Casey, what the heck? Very nice, very nice. I got you, bro. I got you. And D Park, are you still in here? I think I messaged you. Or yeah. Hey, Blast, I'm having some issues with the premium. Yeah, what issue are you having? Let me know. Or just DM me if you want. Yeah, you can DM me. I do have a few DMs to catch up on right now. Yeah. When David says A+, dude, I don't know. It should be a law that Trump can only tweet when the markets are closed, bro. Perfect TP? Yeah, bro. We could not have TP'd that any better, bro. Yo, hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. Oh, yo, Ryan, I'm gonna send you a thing right now, bro. Last night I got home from my flight super late, bro. And dude, I completely knocked out, bro. But I'm gonna send it right now. You're gonna be the first person to respond, and have Fern and have other DMs to respond to. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't think I forgot, bro. Let me see. We had to better our rules to make this work. Yeah, I'm not the happiest with it. It definitely wasn't a horrible trade nor a horrible setup, but it could have definitely been a lot better. Just of confirmations. Longs on gold. I don't really trade gold, bro, so I can't really tell you, man. I'm not too familiar with that price. See, yeah, Blast, I'm out. Yeah, bro, I'm about to get off too, bro. Bro, I've been on live for like 2 hours, bro. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can call it here, guys. I mean, we did our part. We took the full profits. You know, we're chilling. If you guys are gonna hold for lower, obviously go break even. Would I say we have room for lower? Yes, but we did take our level of liquidity, so the markets can reverse if it wants to. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah. And other than that, guys, remember, guys, tonight is the last day for the Apex discount, the 90% off. Use code Blastoise, get some accounts, have them ready for this week, and we'll be back on tomorrow. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. EST. Same time as always. All right, Apex most likely, bro. Most likely. But you know, I'm going based off what they're telling us right now, which is, you know, it's ending tonight. You know what I mean? So who knows if they extend it, you know. but yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go get some food, enjoy the day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Peace, guys. Peace. And YouTube, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys are new from RP server, hopefully you guys made some money with me for your first trade with me. What else? Yeah, if you guys want to join the premium, once again, with let me see. With the link. Yeah, I'm seeing you guys are asking in the chat, how do I see your live without the delay? Guys, click the link that I'm sending here in the chat. It will send you to my store page. It already has the discount automatically set, which is only $10 for the monthly premium, and it comes with a free month of premium. So if you guys want to try my trades out for 2 months for $10, feel free to with the link that I sent in the chat. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, the market is still dumping. If you guys are still holding, but I'm fully out. I made my money. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off. I'm hoping to see you guys in the winning side in my Discord. And if not, you know, obviously, if you guys want to use a discount for Apex, which is a 90% off, so you guys can catch these trades with me, use code Blastoise is the code on top of the screen. And yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow.